Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Juvie Delgado Gayan and our topic for today is about communication for various purposes. And today I am going to discuss about the explanation essay and the other topic will be discussed by my other group mates. So let's proceed. So in writing an explanation essay, addressing why questions means providing questions for a phenomena. So why questions are very important. The word why in every questions is important. So if nabot na to hunaon-naon, 'di ba? If ang ancient mga katong mga sinaunang tao, if wala sila nagapangutan na og why, so syempre 'di ba, limited ra ato mabal-an ana gyud. If wala gyud ana-anad or wala ta ka makabalo nga sige tag questions og why, dili gyud ta makabalo sa isa ka butang. And that's a great thing nga isa pod sa ato mga ancestors na nga nabuhat. So next, an explanation I say is one such example of a written piece of work that addresses why questions. So if both napudno na to una if si Isaac Newton if wala siya nangutana if why are the things fell down after throwing them up, syempre dili dili ma-discover gyud. Dili niya ma-discover ang the law of universal gravitation. Iya habayan ang trabaho. So diba, so questioning why or asking why is very important gyud. Tapos it also explains a particular topic to its readers. So pag magsulat manggod kag explanation essay, dapat yun ang imuha readers kanang dapat focus ka sa imuha topic nga gibuhat, dili ka mulihis or dili mo segue ang imuha topic gyud. The essay should present convincing and adequate support for the explanation. So mao ni siya, dapat manggod ang isa ka essay dapat mag-present jud siya og convincing and adequate support. Dili man gud nato pwede nga kanang once we are writing an essay, dapat essay ra gud siya. Kanang wala siya ka buhay-buhay nga essay or wala siya point nga essay. Dili man na siya pwede gid, di ba? Kaya dapat pinakauna pa sa introduction pa lang nimo, dapat convincing na siya. But that doesn't mean nga pag moabot na siya og maabot na siya og sa body sa imuha essay is mosegue na kag topic, dili ba na gid na pwede kay lainay na siya basahon. Tapos so there are some examples. Actually 13 ni siya kabuok and the other examples will be discussed by my other groupmates. Ang ganing mga example is this shows or some of this kay question or answerable by why gid ni siya para makabuhat gid ka og essay. Explanation essay. So, ang pinakauna is a mention of many languages. So, in 1977, my mentor, the national artist for literature and theater Rolando Estino said, "It is too simple-minded to suppose that enthusiasm for Filipino as lingua franca and national language of the country necessarily involves the elimination of English usage of training for it in schools. Proficiency in English provides us with all the advantages that champions of English say it does access to the vast fund of culture expressed in it, mobility in various spheres of the international scene Americans, and participation in a quality of modern life of which some features may be assimilated by us with great advantage." So, kani siya nga sentence, nagid na siya yung mga questions ka og why. Answerable of questions by why or answerable by why gid siya. For example nganong unsa man construct why did Theater Rolando say that nganong grabe raman ka simple-minded nga kung ang enthusiasm ang sa mga Pinoy as lingua franca or the national language basta ka nang ingana. Wait lang, wala na ko na Di ba? So involves the dimension of English usage or need. So, okay. Dapat ani siya nga questions. Maka-question ka guys. So, why do we have to eliminate the usage of English or in training for schools nganong kinakailangan man nato i-eliminate ang kay di ba na may nga na iban nga dili nila ginakuan nga English, but ang English is a national language, di ba? Mato siya. So ang uban examples will be discussed by my group mates. So that would be all. Thank you. If you have any queries, just drop some PM sa ako account and then I'll answer your questions. And that would be all. Thank you so much.
So, hi guys, I'm Jason Malacora and I'm going to continue our group discussion. Professor Tineo continues. Linguistic nationalism does not imply cultural chauvinism. Nobody wants to go back to the mountains. The essential Filipino is not the center of an onion one gets at by peeling off layer after layer of vegetable skin. One's experience with onions is quite thrilling. Peel off everything and you end up with a pinch of air. So guys, when we talk about linguistic nationalism, so linguistic means that a scientific study of languages. So kailangan natin mag-study of mga iba't ibang language. So it is very important to us to study different kind of language. Kaya na nationalism, so that's why makibalo tawag mga Bisaya, English, mga Korean, because we have a society communicating the society socialized to others. So nationalism is about Philippines. So Philippines is so sa Filipino na Bisaya, no, Bisaya doon ang atong our mother tongue. So in the other country na ay French, German, so USA, mga Korean. So example to sila. So linguistic nationalism daw does not imply cultural chauvinism. So cultural chauvinism is di nato na siya ma-imply diri sa linguistic nationalism kanya naman, because sa if pasabot mo gananing chauvinism, loyal ka sa imong asawa man, so imong giindugan imong barugalan as a lalaki. Pero diri as a linguistic nationalism, dili yun nimo kailangan na isara imong barugan, no, or dili ka loyal ani na part kay mag-study makasalain mga languages. Kung gusto nimo na isara imong maibalan, hindi man gyud ka molambo ana, di ba? So we must study other culture, no, mag-study ta para magka natay harmony, natay unity, so we can socialize each other. So dili ako nag-talks about the essential Filipino is not the center of an onion one. So the essential Filipino is not the center of an onion. So kita man ta ng onion, no, so dili ta ibalingin na ang onion. So dili ta mao ang nasa sulod. So kailangan nato na siyang balatan. So muna ato i-remove ang yang panit. Then after removing sa panit, muna na kasabot na naghantay na ibalaan. So nagka-spread ng atong kuan, naghantay sa nilambo pata. Kay kung di nato na ipanitan, wala tay kalambuan, kundi kita halubilo sa uban country, or dito mag-study about the other languages. So let's continue. 13 40 years ago, this word still echo, especially now, when by some quirk of history and economics. Enrollment in English courses are using because there are many vacant positions for teachers of English and literature in the private and public schools. And there are many vacancies still for jobs in call centers with entry level pay of 18,000 plus signing bonus and a card that will make you earn twice your present salary in just a few years. With opening of the doors of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations (ASEAN) to everyone in the region, more and more Filipinos are being hired to teach English in Indonesia, Thailand, and yes, even our best friend, China. So, right in 40 years ago, so, karon, siguro, from the past until karon, muna lang inyo na, right in 40 years ago, for me lang. So, guys, karon man jud, di man kayo ang English na course, no? Mag-teach ka your education of English subject. Cause, di man kayo siya, labi na kung mo ato tagawas, mag-abroad ta, di man kayo dako og sweldo. So, mo ginang dahan pud karon ang bakante para mag comply ka sa call center. Kaya kung abdi ka mo English, dawat jud ka. Kay mao ginay ang kuan kanang require sa call center na kung maayo ka mo English, bisan di kayo maayo, basta kabalo lang ka makayhalubilo sa mga pasyente, guest, dawat jud ka ana. Kay ang purpose dun sa call center kabalo ka mo entertain o mo kuan mo serve sa other country, no? O mo ka mo sabot sa ilang languages mo nang mag-study ka, no, in other languages. So bili lang kay nangita sila kuan mga vacancies, nangita nagkuan na kana na kurso kay para sa imo lang or kalipay lang nimo kalingawan. So dili dapat naka-purpose na malambo imong kinabuhi. So no, dako siya sweldo 18,000 kuan pa niya after siguro after ana sa imong pagserbisyo sa pagkuan sa maestra ka sa English subject. So pagka after 1 year siguro na kay no double pay kanon. So depende na sa inyong department. So guys, daghan gyud daghan gyud gusto mag-abroad. Kay dako maginang kuan dito demand og dako ang sweldo, no? Labi na akong teacher, so English teacher. Why first Filipino teachers will accept a pay scale lower than that of their Western counterparts? Second, they are conversant with American popular culture. A happy result of decades of American colonialism and new colonialism. Third, they are still Southeast Asian beneath their skin, and those familiar with Asian cultural practices. Whether said or unsaid, one is the importance of saving face. The meaning of maybe or I will try to an invitation means he or she does not want to hurt you. He or she will not show you or show up. Another is the primacy given to family already his 50s. One is still called Totoy or Baby or Blue Boys, and still lives with one's parents and extended family. You can see that as well, and in the other Southeast Asian countries where families are nuclear and not split, where food is communal and not eaten in the cell cubicles. So no, ang mga maistangad sa or mag-abroad ka kibali. So basta kasi dito sa Pilipinas gamay lagi ang kuan tendency na maka gamay lang mo sildo. Pero kung mauto ka sa gawas, dako-dako gid no. No, mo i-compare na mo dito sa Pilipinas sa kuan, mas lamang dito sa ang sildo sa gawas sa bagmo. Mon daghanay nagko FW kay para maka ganansya sila, mas dako ang ilang profits, no, anak nung dyan na karon panahon. Then as a teacher, so lisod po dito sa kuan dito lisod po mag abroad guys, kay wala kabalo kung nakibali pa sa anang karon issue karon na ay problema ang Ukraine versus Russia. So dako po na mapilta mapiktuhan ta mga Pilipino kay luoy ba kayo po ng Ukraine, dako kayo ang Russia, nagamay ang Ukraine nya. Kung dito ka nagkuan teacher, Pilipino ka, dito ka nagkuan na assign na teacher, so unsa yun bation, di ba? So kana batik ta mo ng kung nilgi nato no, sabto na nato no, we are dapat nata unity no. Mo nang importante pud na kabulutan mo speak og ini languages no, kabulutan para makasabot sila. Kay kung sa Pilipino man jud kita unique kay ta, kay makasabot ta og bisan unsa na makabalota. Kung sila maglisod sila kuan learn sa to ang languages sa Bisaya, so kita sabi ka wise as a Pilipino, kay kaya natong mag-study og bisan unsa na language. So that's all guys, thank you.
3 long decades of teaching English and journalism to a student have shown me that the best student in English are also the best student in Filipino. And how did they master the two languages? One, they had very good teachers in both languages, so they inhabited the words of both languages. 3, they have gone beyond the false either or mentally that hobbled their parents. Ang isa sa dahilan para ma-develop sa isa ka tawo ang iyang language is a good teacher. If ang isa ka tao ma-expose sa tao na hanas magtudlo about sa lain-laing languages, na adyoy taas na tendency na ang tao na iyang gitudloan matakdan sab og maka-learn sab ang learning kung unsaon pag-develop sa mga languages. Ikaduha, maybe tungod sa environment na-expose si learner nya mausap ang iyang naandan, mao dali ra niya ma-develop iya language. Third, maong ang isa ka tao makabalo sa different languages kay tungod sab sa iyang parents. Sometimes makabalo ta sa language na ato gamiton kay ang ato parents mismo ang nagtudlo sa ato how to speak. Then sa long 3 decades daw ang tinudloan sa English, apel 4 years sab na tinudlo ay sa Filipino language ang nahimong result. Kung kinsa tong mga maabtikon sa English, sila sab ang mga maabtikon sa Filipino. In that case, makasulti ta na facilitator facilitator sa mga estudyante na buhat jud niya iya part kay he or she did well for his or her student to learn nya. As a result, naka-learn ang student sa English ug Filipino. So my name is Jinjin Jibaguhin.
So, I am Mark Levi Sagagao, and this time I will explain to you unsa niya pagmaster sa language, no? So, first, my best students in English and Filipino were tutored by the Queen de la Cream. So, this means mga best or mga maayo. Many of them teaching in private school. The enrollees in the university, where I thought are mostly intelligent students from public schools and the provinces. Lack of books and untrained teachers prevent them from having a level playing field with other freshmen. A year catching up is necessary for them to have the skills to have a mano-mano with the other student. So, what to say, ang isa ka process is sa mga teacher sa una nga nagtudlo og isa og language is magmano-mano sila para sa ato sa una, di ba? Kabantay mo kita tudloan ta nila atong elementary days pa ta kay kanang ginakuan pa ta nila ba kanang gina-train sa ang pagbasa from the basic. Moreover, I introduce them to the world of the language they are studying, be it in the formal realm of the textbook or the popular ones of film, graphics, a graphic novel, YouTube, or anime. I encourage them to keep a journal as well, which is not a diary where you write what time you woke up, and a journal or its postmodern cousins, the weblog or blog, aims to capture impression or mood on the wing. If at the same time it sharpens the student's knowledge of English, then that is already hallelujah for the English teacher. So, ang isa ka way sa ang giingon sa writer nga para ma-master ang isa ka language is magsulat daw og journal, no? Kabalo naman siguro anong journal, makita man nato na sa karon nga generation, makita nato siya sa internet. Di ba? Mag-search daghan kay mga blog dito sa sa mga website nga puro artist. No, naagali diri sa ato sa ay grupo sa mga artist nga na sila page nga permanent sila naga-post og post og mga what you call this, mga poems or anything about themselves or mga panghitabo sa palibot, di ba? Ilan ang gi-share. Sapod na siya kaway para mas makabalo ang mga estudyante og dali. Bitaw kan dali lang nila ma-catch up ba kay murag mag-explore man sila. And the third is that today's generation of students is no longer burdened by guilt of learning English and mastering it. I still remember those writing workshop it took in the 1980s when I asked why I wrote Borgia stories in colonizers' language. So sa una is need pa nila undergo sa training, no, not dili lang para sa ato ba nga nga pwede na ta makatan-aw sa YouTube, di ba? Nanay mga video dito nga magtudlo og mga inani. Then I was asked the panelists said that I should write about workers and peasant. and that I should write in Filipino without batting an eyelash. Answer that I answered that I don't know anything about workers and peasant, and to write about something I don't know would be misrepresent them. To the charge that I write only in English, I showed them my poem in Filipino because the modern Filipino writes is not only a writer in either English or Filipino, but a writer in both language, or in Bisaya or Bicolano or Ilocano or Waray, languages that are like colorful balls. He or she juggles with the dexterity of a seasoned circus performer.
I am Edeline Concha and I am going to report about the continuations of our topic entitled A Mansions of Many Language by Danton Remoto. So let's continue. So it's not a choice between English and Filipino, but rather English and Filipino plus the language of one's grandmother, be it Ilocano, Waray, or Tausug. So not only English and Filipino language we can use, but also the language of our grandmothers as well as the Bicolano and Tausug languages. And in college, another language of one choice, be it Bahasa, Indonesia, German, or French. The better to view the world from many windows, since to learn a new language is to see the world from another angle of vision. So, much better if we know other languages, and also when we learn into that language, we are somehow see and getting to know the world. Because language is the soul and reflection of a nation's personality. In a short, one no longer has to live between two languages, but to live a mansion of many language. To end in a full circle, we must return to Rolando Estinio, who said only the mastery of a first language enables one to master a second and third. For one can think and feel only in one's first language, then encode those thoughts and feelings into a second and third. Rolando Estenyo means that your first language is ang imong basehan para ma-master ang second language o ang third. For example, my first language is Cebuano and I want to learn Tagalog, which is my akong second language. So mag-matter ko sa ako ang first language para ma-master na ko ang second language and third. In short, as a friend and fellow professor has put it, the Philippines is a multilingual paradise. The earlier we know we live in a paradise of many languages, the better we can savor its fruits ripened by the sun. So the Philippines is called a multilingual paradise from the word multilingual. It consists of several languages. As far as I know, there are more than 170 languages here in Philippines. The author asserts that the Philippines is a multilingual paradise. He believes that having many languages is an advantage for the Philippines and to Filipinos because it shows the genius of Filipinos and it is something to be proud of. If you know many languages, you are more likely to have access to a wider choice of jobs.
Good day, everyone. My name is Jenny Dundo. My topic for today it's all about the blog. The term blog was first used in 1990s. A blog is a short version or weblog or an individualized piece of written work found on the web. Isa itong weblog na na para itong journal. Usually ginagamit ito sa pagbablog. A website containing a writer's or group or of writers' own experience, observation, opinions, or etc. and often having images and links to other website. Usually, ang ginagamit nila ay sa paghimo og blog or pag-write is yung kanilang mga opinions, mga experiences, o kanilang observation. writing a blog, it is to maintain or add new entries to a blog, or to express or write about a blog. So if you're writing a blog, express your experience about on what you have observed. So blog, like diaries, entries, or individual accounts of our writer experiences and emotions. Blogs are different from the traditional platform that make it easier for bloggers to include visual features as well as links to other sites on the net. Blogs are public in nature. Blog are more concerned with communicating. Karamihan sa blog is ginagamit ito para gawing online diaries. Ang importante sa blog is ang palaging active, no. Usually ang blog is magamit og computers or internets. They describe this girl. This is Anne Frank. She is a famous diary captured during World War II. She is a good writer, and she is a German-born Jew.